YouTube channel.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be playing some Genshin, like always. And we're going to be doing some fishing, but mainly this video is going to be about story, as we need to catch up to the new story, which is Light as Water Falls on Rain. Once we complete this, we get to do the Alakino quest, which, if you don't know, I want to do badly. Down doggy, down bad. Also, before Farina comes out, I want to do fishing so I can get a pole, a pipe. So I can get a pipe. I want to find the pipe. And I told myself, if I was lucky and I got C6 Farina, I don't know how, I'm just overestimating my powers. I got C6 Farina, I would spin for Nuvola when he comes out in the next banner. Anyway, now we're just going forwards.
Hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as young as I used to be, so my legs are giving out a bit.
Oh, it's all right, Uncle Marcel. There's no need to stress. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about what happened in the Opera House.
Yes, I've never seen anything so
Oh, you were at the Opera House too?
That's right. I went there with Navia to see the magic show. Who knew it would turn into a whole murder mystery? I also witnessed your marvelous sleuthing work. Quite impressive.
Yes, it is. Quite impressive indeed.
Turf. I can already...
Oh, Simon doesn't want to become the talk of drunkards.
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine is as a nation.
Yep, it is. It really is that good.
You also noticed that other thing, right? The fact that he...
Yes. I was reminded of your father's case right away. Is that what you're investigating now?
Exactly. I still don't
get how father died. Did her father shoot the person and then did he just dissolve, or what happened? Because he said he found his dead body and a shot. I don't get it.
And there was also an attempt to get me to drink water from the primordial sea. If not for the vigilance of my partner, I probably wouldn't even be here talking to you right now.
Oh, you're giving us too much credit. Wasn't it you who protected us?
Alas, it seems things are heating up again. The peace that Callus sought so dearly will soon become a thing of the past. But rest assured, Navia, Poisson will always remain a safe haven for you. If you're scared, you can always return there. If anyone dares to lay their hands on you there, the Confrérie of Cabriere will use its funds to the last Mora.
Thank you, Uncle Marcel. But I don't intend to go into hiding. I'm going to strike while the iron's hot. Do you have any new thoughts on my father's case?
Yes.
About that. Sorry, my age is catching up with me, so it'll take me a while to recall my memory. The Confrérie was responsible for that banquet, so I was out and about the whole time making sure things were running smoothly. I didn't even have the time to drink with the guests. Then I heard the sound of a gunshot, and the rest was history.
Oh, it's okay. No need to push yourself.
Sounds good. Just let me know if you ever need Mora.
Yep, so it all seems to align up, guys. Every single person keeps on saying gun, shot, body. Can't wait to complete this so I can go.
We've talked to all three suspects, purely based on their...
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
I suppose that's to be expected, though. Anyway, even though we didn't make a breakthrough.
But where should we start? Ah, you're right.
According to Jacques' family members, he already told them that he had... If I had to guess, he probably received an order from the synth boss to kill my father.
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
Oh? And why is that?
Oh, that's a good point. Jacques probably already knew that he was just being used as a tool for murder.
Huh. So, what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn his back on the... Makes sense. But without evidence, besides Jacques, the attack from the Gardamex has been bothering me quite a... It's obvious that our enemy has become more antsy after...
Do you think he knew, even then, that we'd follow this?
Given everything that's happened since, it's quite possible. But who among the three suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex?
It can't be Fairy, because Fairy is a worker. Could it very well be Marcel?
Laurent? But as Spina di Rosula's advised...
So you're saying he's too broke?
Exactly. He can't. And even if he could, I don't think he would be able to...
Does that mean it's Marcel?
And with funds from the Confrérie, still really hard. Also, wouldn't this mean he has been spending a whole lot of Mora and energy to fight his own...
It's really Fairy?
You say? Huh. It is possible that he's figured out a way, but I didn't feel like he...
Yeah.
So all of them are like, so all of them are untrue.
We'd be able to prove it with a simple check of the guard's inventory. If the mecha were taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy.
Who could it be?
I think time to do some Ace Attorney detective work. But it has to be this guy, because
If you think everything through,
Could we be missing other suspects? Malus didn't know about the people turning into what?
Malus has always been very reliable.
I bet it's Malus.
Suspect is knowledgeable about... Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how things could all...
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
Yes. We need far more...
Navia, here you are. Oh,
Huh? Aren't you the...
yeah,
Wasn't that place built specifically...
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial is a Fatui harbinger called Tartat.
What?
Yeah, we know him.
Well, he's been accused of being the true culprit.
Wait, how? None of our investigations have had anything to do...
That's what I
No.
thought was strange about it, so I came to tell you the news right away. If the charge against him stands, then it'll be next to impossible to get the guards to support any of our planned investigations.
Right. Because they'll think they've already found the culprit.
Yeah, and it'll be a lot harder then to clear Mr. Callus's name.
It will. So that means we just need to do the simplest, smartest thing, which is Tartaglia could not have been it.
Huh? Split up? What do you mean? Since this is a you're right. I won't have any chance of making that charge stick, though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up...
We'll help you.
Also, guys, have you seen the new 4-star that's coming? It's a girl who uses a rifle.
We heard. It's our hope that you're coming.
See you then. Now that Navia has set out for Erinias, we should also get going. The location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over.
Let me get to the domain.
According to Malus's info, the synth production base is underwater. Let's go and try to find the entrance.
I knew it'd be a domain. Hopefully we're high enough level to do it, guys, even.
Finally found it. Huh. So this is the entrance that leads to the synth production base. You're right. And Navia's probably arguing.
Okay, so now, guys, you get to see the Tartaglia scene. Not again. Oh, no, yeah, okay.
Question again, Miss. Do you accept the charge that you are the true?
To be perfectly honest, I don't understand your country's complicated court. However, I did hear that people who have been charged can choose to in which case, as long as I accept the charge, I've got to admit, that's one of the... When I privately sparred with her last time, she was obviously holding back. Real.
Hey! Don't you understand?
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon. Then why don't you duel me too? I'm the kind of student...
Alas, it would appear that communication. In that case, let me explain everything from the very.
That case had nothing to do. Huh? What? Why?
I told you it couldn't be one of the Fatui.
Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceedings. I only tolerated your behavior last time because you were able to provide the court with a key eyewitness. But that was an exception rather than standard court.
Oh, please. Did you ever... We can put the discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to... And if my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be proven innocent.
Oh, a young lady has charged in and offered to clear my name. So, Your Honor, is there nothing else?
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted. Now then, Miss Navia.
That person is...
Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna keep going through everything. Since I have infinite time, I don't really care. Oh.
Marcel, the head of Conferry of Cavern... Huh? What Conferry?
I've heard of them, but
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Please let me remind. And if the charge fails, depending on the circumstances.
Yes.
In that case, I declare the charge to be valid. Members of the guards, please contact.
I hope it's correct, you know.
You will not.
apologies. I think an attorney won't be necessary.
Very well. In that case, since both sides have now arrived.
I would like to take everyone back to 3 years ago, only through elucidating what really happened in that case.
Navia, do you really think... Come on. If that's enough to make me a suspect, wouldn't that make...
I think exactly correct, Your Honor. I must refresh...
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage.
Oh, Nouvelle versus
On the day of
Navia.
the murder, Spina di Rosula hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabrières. During the banquet, all attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the... When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect, Callus, holding a gun, while his acquaintance, Jacques, lay dead from a gunshot. The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms from the scene. As a result, they conclude the suspect did not dispute this conclusion and also declined to defend himself in court. Instead, he chose to prove Callus was defeated by champion duelist Clarand. These are the known...
The one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. In truth, the third person shot Jacques first, and was shot in turn by my father when my father see. After that, the true culprit turned the third person into water, erasing all trace. However, we should read this.
Okay, so we're doing this again. Okay, so wait, what was this? So what was this? So one day, conferred the cabaret.
Something.
I swear, actually. Okay, that means dominance incorrect. 2 gunshots you had heard. Motive to kill. This. Nope. Yeah, okay, boom.
Testimony of the victim's family confirms that Jacques had thoughts of assassinating Callus. However, in the end, unfortunately for Jacques, the true culprit had already considered this.
Okay, so it's leaning in the favor of it. Scene of the crime. Holding a gun, okay. Okay.
This assassin first shot Jacques, then turned to shoot Callus, only for.
I'm so happy this isn't an actual cold case, or else I would have already known.
Clothing was found at the scene. The guards once believed they were used by Jacques as a costume to disguise himself. But since it was raining that day, the culprit was confident that they could use the rain to wash away all traces of their. Realizing this, the true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone to believe Callus was responsible for Jacques.
Yes, baby. Yeah, baby. Even 17 minutes
That's what
in.
happened. Wait, you're telling me something as dangerous as
What a great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives.
Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged.
But I think I agree with everything Navia.
Then, may I ask some questions? 1. Do you have the...
I'm afraid.
if you don't.
I may not have the evidence with me, but I know where I could go. We should be able to find him. Considering the serial disappearances case, the guards probably kept careful records of all missing persons from around that time, regardless of age or.
That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuvillette, I would consider...
Why do I feel like.
Maybe she's scared of embarrassing herself. Alternatively, she's become more diligent after.
My second question has to do with the ensuing duel. Then why didn't Mr. Callus explain himself in court?
If he. I thought about this too. And the answer is actually pretty simple. The dissolving power of water from the primordial sea is an important secret for the true culprit of the serial disappearances case. My father could have exposed it for all to see. At that time, Spina di Rosula was in dire straits, and his reputation had already been shattered. He had no guarantee that going forward with the truth would allow the culprit to be. What was certain, however, was that it would.
Boss once told me that Demoiselle had already been
What? If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought an all-out war with Espina right there and then. Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the matter, but what good would that do? Had this opera house ever given my father any kind of confidence in its brand of justice? But by staying silent, we retained the ability to deter our opponents. I was able to become Spina di Rosula's president, which made me harder to target, as well as giving me more time to grow and learn. And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge,
So, you mean to say...
That's right.
Do you have any proof?
Of course. All you need... I don't need your apology, your guilt, but since he entrusted his will to you, Clarand...
So...
As a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken a countless in my line of work. Just one look and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live or if they're looking to die. I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring alive.
Since that's your testimony,
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link.
Right? What she said was fascinating.
Wait, weren't they just talking about the serial
Of course, Your Honor. The two cases are connected via a matter of, in my father's case, the culprit intended to kill both Jacques and, at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realized they were at risk of. The culprit could only time their actions so precisely, coincidentally, Marcel.
So that's why you suspected me. I'm used to it, though. You've always been in.
No need to appeal.
I won't try to refute your points one by one, but even on top of that, does a person have to be physically present? I know that even with that, you might still think, alas, who won't feel at least a little hurt by an accusation? But if I were to just, do you know what the biggest flaw?
I suppose you're gonna tell me.
It's timing again. I'm a businessman by trade. From that standpoint, there's no reason for me to kid. In addition, I left my home in Snezhnaya when I was young to come to. But the disappearances began.
I do apologize to Mus.
No, it's not your.
Is there anything else you'd like to? You can also take a look at my border entry records. Or could those records and testimonies do something to appease?
seems like she got the wrong. At this rate, Navia will be convicted.
I think you've done a superb job of dissecting your. But aren't you going against all of his wishes and next? He wished for you to become more. Once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings and to stop rushing headlong into things.
This isn't just about me. And in the biggest difference between me, the people whose families were many people's image, and whose image is it a man named Vache? Oh,
I'm merely surprised.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Yes, Vache's being brought out. So is the sin protection base a domain or what? Venti's feeling a bit tipsy. 5 seconds over. Billy loves ya.
Bow your head.
Hey, at least we get to do some fighting this time. Oh, they didn't get one shot. Let's try it again.
Silence.
Start.
The floor is going up. Is it because of this mechanism in the middle? That guy really prepared a lot of stuff for this place. Paimon thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way. Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up.
Yeah, I don't get it. What? Oh, I get it now. Time to armor break our way through stuff. Yay. It's just fun doing that. That's not what I wanted. I wanted the water to go home. Oh, I got it. The water's gonna push you
Level
up.
is rising. Now we can swim to the top. But this is still a ways away from where we need to go.
Nice and squeeze. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Now let's try it. Okay, let's see how much damage. Yes. So basically a one shot. Well, that was such a delayed attack. Yeah, probably because it's at 900,999 MS. That's some really trash internet. Or at least it's slowly going down. Or so now we beam you to death. Here's my favorite move to do. I call it cook potting. Because you make the flames go higher and higher. Just by hitting moves. You're getting hit by the Verenus and Venria debuff. Another mechanism, another day.
Now the path is clear. Let's go.
I want a giant home wreckage. No. Home wreckage. Yeah. Bruh. I did such a huge swim up home wreckage where it actually just wrecked. Well, I didn't expect that. For it to just be a giant seep in the floor. Let's give me those primos. As a free-to-play player who hunts for primos every 2 seconds of the day, I know where chests can be by sniffing them out with my extremely good anti-furry sniffing nose. Why so much resistance? Why is there so much resistance? Shouldn't you just allow me to take you out? I don't understand why you hate getting taken out so much. Hey, at least I'm fighting the Numa guys. Which is I could just take them out with this. Goodbye. Silence. Sending them to the realm of silence.
Everybody stand back.
Bow your head. Justice is blindsided.
And now I heal. Can't wait for Farina to be on my team. She'll probably replace Bennett, since Sucro's debuffing is just too great. Because I don't have Kazuha.
After all that, we finally made it to the innermost sanctum. Though, as expected, the mastermind isn't here. That's right.
Who says the Sith business technically has to start in Fontaine? Because technically somebody from Fontaine may have went to Shazanai and talked about it.
The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Female... Sorry, traveler. Paimon will try her best. How can someone write something that terrible if you read the rest? Paimon's too scared to keep going.
Okay.
So that's why you did all of the... Wait, Do you really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane! Huh? Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. You mean Vache is the one who did all of these... experiments? So that's it. Vache... No, that's not it either. If that's the case, in any case... What's all this? Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box. Oh, Paimon sees it too, but... Huh? You mean the girls from this... And all the boxes of things. These names.
I said, why is Paimon so scared, actually? Like, I would be too, but she is overthinking it. Well, we legit just talk about other stuff.
There's an important looking basin over here, and it's full of water. That means this is where they make all the synth, and that special water is the main ingredient. If you dilute it with normal water, you'll get synth, but the pure stuff can dissolve a human. Paimon will take notes on this Let's see what's written. Callus. Navia's father. Oh, this seems to be an This should prove the existence of the third person, right? We still have not determined. The old dog's a real menace to deal with. Even if he can act whenever he wants to make... I concur. Let's send someone to kill him. Seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups.
So everything is stuff that I've researched, correct? How does this? I think that's it. Tick, tick. Oh, I really wanted to go inside the pool. Oh, this. So this must be the synth itself.
There's so much synth here. And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the Mixing in progress. Ready to drink. Stock sample? Whoa, there's even fruit-flavored synth? Yep, it's super obvious.
So this is legit just like giant, like, drunkenness. Like giant alcohol.
No wonder even Neuvillette wasn't that way. Even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to identify... Sure thing. You take that side. Nothing at all. And Paimon can't even...
She's still thinking about food. Typical Paimon.
Oh, really? Let Paimon see. Vinier. Isn't that Vache's lovers? Then you found him. Aw. It's just a normal diary chronicling their love story. She was so sweet, too. So many. A whole page is she decided on was Marcel. Wait, but Marcel's pretty old. Has this...
Well, time to go back to the opera. But that means this isn't enough evidence, because I still know Tartaglia still does some fighting. Or did I miss out on that? I don't know.
And whose image do you see? Is it a man named Vash? Oh,
I've merely surprised.
I was waiting.
Navia! We're back!
As expected of.
Just how often do you intend to fly?
I saw Nubila's getting so angry. This is over like 3 times now.
Given their confidence, I. But the truth of it, Marcel, is that you've.
Huh?
We've investigated your lair, and after your lover, Veneer, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment. You even created Marcel as a new identity.
So that's it. And with that, Marcel, this information regarding your past also dismantles your prior. Well, Marcel, you fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away. And so, you never noticed how we...
You also never understood, boss.
Or our determination to... Your determination?
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yours.
Do you think...
He's going to be dissolved.
What for? No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, they said there's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vignere's death. Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! You only have yourselves to blame. Vignere is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she... But I'm not from this blasted place. So...
Hey, is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve. Do you all see? I did all of that. And in the end, I spent my entire life...
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental
Don't touch me! Vignere, please.
At this point,
Fine by me.
Traveler, please submit all...
Okay. Well,
The
that
man
was...
now known as Marcel was originally named Vacher and worked as an adventurer with his partner. During an underwater expedition, Vignere accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in... Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of